Yeah, for real. Look, that's you right. That's why they come out being able to use the tablets.
Yep, they coming out knowing how to use the tablets because shit, the parents is passing on the genetic code or ability by texting, typing, like we do.
Mm-hmm.
Same way you can pass on immaterial characteristics such as attitude, disposition, ways of doing things, and pass on actual abilities. Because some of us know how to do certain things because that's genetically wired, because that's what our people did. Unbeknownst to us, though.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers got hops because she is somebody in your family, goddamn, you might come from that tribe that do all that jumping over there.
Facts. That's why you can jump out. He 5'11" can motherfucking jump through the ceiling and shit.
See what I'm saying? Because again, we don't know what our genetic code is made up of as far as the hidden traits and abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Shit, and the fact that you know we've been you can tell we've been doctored. We've been doctored up like through the years and generations. The same way they like breed different dogs and shit. And what's going on, Naeem? Naeem in the building. Yeah,
what
man.
up, Naeem?
Uh, the same way we breed dogs and try to get the best traits out of dogs and shit, and the best traits out of animals, the same way they did us. You know what I'm saying? They look for the best traits to try to mix and match, try to get the best genetic code.
Right.
You good? You good? Yeah, but we here, we here. Yeah, man, we coming in to talk about this nanotechnology. Yeah, man, and the, what I'm gonna say is get y'all pen and pad together because this gonna be one of them that you gonna have to go really break down for yourself and do some research for yourself because yeah, I got some papers to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
They
yeah,
call them receipts.
receipts. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all new generation.
Yeah.
but but let's introduce. Why is that even here? All right, move that. Let's introduce first a brief description of where they going at and what the nanos is up to.
Imagine a world where tiny machines can cure cancer. Yes, I am talking about nanobots. And these nanobots has the potential to change your life. It can cure any diseases. Or it can make you a superhuman. But with great power comes great responsibility. And we cannot deny that it can be misused. What if they malfunction or hacked? Or used as a weapon? But we must balance them with the risks. As we explore this world of nanobot technology, we must constantly evaluate its impact on society. Only then can we fully unlock the potential of nanobots.
All right. So y'all got a brief description. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna run it back. Let's run it back one more time so you can like hear what's going on. And I just want you, like I said, this is a learning experience, and we're coming to learn shit right now. We ain't coming to daggone talk about how to bullshit around like we was yesterday. We coming on some serious shit today. So let's get into it.
Imagine a world where tiny machines can cure cancer. Yes, I am talking about nanobots. And these nanobots has the potential to change your life. It can cure any diseases. Or it can make you a superhuman. But with great power comes great responsibility. And we cannot deny that it can be misused. What if they malfunction or hacked? Or used as a weapon? But we must balance them with the risks. As we explore this world of nanobot technology, we must constantly evaluate its impact on society. Only then can we fully unlock the potential of nanobots.
Now, now, what if I told y'all, like Naeem has up there, she was talking about this since 2009. What if I told y'all, we probably already have nano chips in us right now since 2009. And
Hmm.
that's not even like being funny or whatever. That's just being on some real stuff. What if we already had nano chips in our body? And I'm boldly saying I believe that we are already bugged with nano chips. And we just don't know. And what they're doing is a basic upgrade. So so I'm a what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send these new nano chips out that's a little bit more advanced to go wipe out the old nano chips, just like we seen in motherfucking iRobot, the end of iRobot. What they do, they went and
Hmm.
destroyed all those robots that was in the container. Though all the
Right.
and those robots were still alive and active. They wasn't just dead. They was alive and active. And what they were saying, oh, you're a threat or whatever. You're going to malfunction or some shit. They were saying something crazy, and they were just breaking them up and killing them and destroying them and shit. So they putting these new nano chips in our body to go destroy the old ones, so that they can create whatever shit that they creating. Ooh, Popeye sandwiches.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mmm,
Oh yeah.
mmm.
Hmm. Yeah, it's more than just, people acting a fool over the sandwich. You gotta ask yourself why. Why? I mean, they release different type of sandwiches all the time. Different
Hmm.
different franchises, it's always creating different type of burgers, but or sandwiches, but why the chicken sandwich? What made people act so violently to acquire the sandwich? Not only that, but you had people selling sandwiches on Facebook. I remember that shit. Motherfuckers
Hell
was
yeah.
selling sandwiches, old ass sandwiches that they went and already bought because the craze was that high. The demand was that strong to where people were willing to buy and did in fact purchase for all intents and purposes used Popeye's chicken sandwiches.
Wild. And to actually purchase it like that, that just says, bro, like like they clone Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? Like they activate that shit when they need to. It maybe like I said, maybe this is their way of introducing nano chips so you can get it so you can get, like you said, we can soften the blow. So when we tell you that it was already out and we already been doing this shit, I mean, it doesn't seem bad because now we already got nano bugs and all this shit all up in our body. Period. And anyway,
And how did it get there? It's getting there from the food. Homogenized milk contains 100 NM droplets, whatever whatever NM is. But if you Google nanotech food products list, dairy, beer bottles, uh, cookware, nano smart packaging.
Hmm.
Yeah, they use these. They use the nanotech to extend the life of the product on the shelf
Hmm.
to give it a certain type of color. So if we ingesting these things, like you said, we already been chipped up.
Real talk.
Right? They already chip your pets.
And Pete Gang said, and this is why I say we coming with receipts because we not just saying this shit just to say this shit. But hold on, because I got what's going on, Theo? Theo in the building.
What up, trio?
What's
Y'all got to
known as an
excuse me on
ingredients
that.
label. It's legally required to be printed on the packaging of food items. And if you happen to be one of those people who stands in the aisles at the supermarket looking for the names of ingredients that you can't pronounce and therefore you don't want to ingest into your body, well, then you've most likely come across the names of several ingredients that, perhaps unbeknownst to you, are actually made using nanotechnology. Specifically, they're made through a process which converts.
All right, now. So when this is what I mean by we don't give these words enough respect. Like we say robot, but we think of like a robot that can move around, and you know what I'm saying. So
Shout
nah,
out to the Facts Matter channel for that info.
right. Oh yeah. Definitely. Salutes to facts matter because he's bringing some real topic right here, a real topic right now. We we dumb this word down. So we seen on the last joint the nanotechs and possibly what they could look like. Cause I ain't gonna say that's exactly what they look like. I don't know. Don't get me twisted, cause I never seen one before. But we can assume that it's something like that.
Imagine a world where tiny machines.
We can assume it's something like this. You know what I'm saying? This is
Yep.
what we imagine. But it doesn't necessarily have to be nothing like this. It could be something totally completely different from this. You mean so we're dumbing these words down, and we're putting them in a certain kind of description, and we don't even know what they could actually be. So he's saying, they using nanotechnology to track food and all that stuff. So like I said, we don't know what it look like. What the fuck is nanos? You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Just bear with us.
Like silver, copper, gold, using nanotechnology. Specifically, they're made through a process which converts things like silver, copper, gold, aluminum, silicon, carbon, as well as different metal oxides into tiny atom-sized particles that are quite literally 1 billionth of a meter in size. If you want a visual for how small that is, up on screen is a graph from the National Center for Electron Microscopy, and it shows you how a strand of DNA, which is about 2 nanometers in diameter, is about 1,000 times smaller than a bacteria organism and about 1 million times smaller than a raindrop. So that is to say these nanoparticles in our food are very, very small. Now, some of the more common nano-sized ingredients that you might be able to find in your cupboard.
Again, very very small. That's Black Poe in the building. Yeah, I mean like
What up, Black Pope?
the words we use to describe this shit, bro, is wild. Very very small is not a good description because an ant is very very small.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that
A
is
breadcrumb is very, very small.
thank you. Depending on how tall I am to a child, they can be very very small.
Hmm.
So we we gotta put respect on. Excuse me. We gotta put respect on these words that they're using, bro. and start understanding these words that they're using, because nanotech could be what I'm hearing anything. He just named off a list of things that it can hold, can go inside.
Right now, if you were to look, include things like titanium dioxide, which is used to increase the whiteness of things like milk, yogurt, and sugar. You might find silicon oxide, which is added as an anti-caking agent. You might find iron and zinc dioxides, which are added to increase supposed nutritional value. You might find different silver derivatives, which are added for sterilizing properties. And you might find a host of other ingredients like calcium carbonate, tricalcium phosphates, and so on and so forth. The list is rather long. However, before we move on, in order to really set the stage for you properly here, let me back up for a quick moment and actually explain to you what this is all about.
That's facts. That's facts. So now you got a valid point. Like
Right.
like these things combine and create new things. It create reactions. So we don't know. Maybe the whole time you go to the doctor, right, and you've been itching this shit, and they just like they telling you like, oh bro, that's just eczema. Maybe that's nanotechs motherfucking having a reaction on your skin because they creating something new, and now your your skin and your DNA and all that stuff is trying to make out what's going on. So now you getting these patches, these itchy patches and reactions and shit.
And on another side, what if that's been the secret to the malt liquor? What
Mm.
if it's nanotechnology in the malt liquor? Certain malt liquors that play on the aggressive tendencies of the ones who consume it. Because you drink Budweiser, if you drink a quote unquote premium beer, the aggressive level is not the same as somebody who drunk a OE or St. Ives or Slick Malt Liquor Bull or
Hmm.
whatever variation of the multiple malt liquors we find in different hoods across the nation. See, they clone Tyrone said that with the malt liquor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I again, people drive drunk, but that kill mode, you don't get that unless you want some malt liquor. So again, that could be a nanotechnology experiment that they've been running on us for years. Because again, by the time shit comes to the public, we already know for the government that's about 20 years old.
Hmm. And like and don't get it twisted. We gonna talk. We gonna talk how far back this shit go. Let's finish the first video though.
Starting back in the 1990s, so about 30 full years ago, nanotechnology became widely used in the production of food products. That's because scientists discovered that by adding these tiny little components, they were able to make our food more colorful, they were able to make it brighter, creamier, crunchier, and they were even able to keep it fresher for longer. And besides just adding it to the food itself, well, some manufacturers
Now you heard that, right? Let's run that back just a little bit. Cause y'all wonder why y'all foods be eggs. And I said that. I was like, yo, why every time I went to the market to grab some watermelon in one of them damn containers, that bitch be crispy when we first get it. And then you like, oh, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, that joint right. Then soon as you leave it in the refrigerator, because we know how fast watermelon go bad if you leave it in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Like you got about a week maybe if you got in a container, a good solid container, a week and a half. But other than that, yeah, man, shit, you gonna have to use that shit for something else. But them containers, bro, them joints, no matter how long they stay in there, them joints still be crispy. Like you biting in the chips. I'm like, hell no, I ain't eating this shit. Ain't no watermelon supposed to be crispy past motherfucking the time you buy that shit. That bitch still crispy. No matter
Bro,
how long you had that shit in there. Color
bro,
never
you know what
change.
made You know what made me stop eating Chick-fil-A? And it's along the same lines of what you're talking about. Because I used to be a Chick-fil-A head, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what made me stop eating that shit was I would buy it before work and I put it in my backpack because I wouldn't eat it right off the bat. But like maybe when break came, I, you know what I'm saying, get ready to eat it. So I noticed that the smell of that food, that shit did not smell nothing like it did when he came out the fucking window.
Mm-hmm.
But it would regain that smell if you heat it up in a microwave. So I was like, nah, I ain't finna be fucking with this shit because I ain't never known nothing I could put in a backpack as far as food and it come out smelling like straight up fart. That's how that
Right.
shit used to smell. Like after you don't eat that shit right out the window, you let that shit get cool and keep it in that bag. And you open that bag. I bet you ain't. I bet you don't smell it. It ain't. It's not gonna smell like it
Right.
did when you got it out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what made me stop that because I'm like, what the hell is this?
Right.
Why do this shit smell like this?
And I just got this motherfucker. Like I just
I'm talking
purchased
about
it.
this shit ain't. This shit ain't even three. This shit ain't even 3 hours old.
And we all know how that motherfucker put some pizza down, walk off for a motherfucking little minute. That bitch be cold. You still could go grab that joint and eat it. Man, I miss those
Well,
days.
yeah, you can't do that now. Even with the fruit.
Yeah.
How the hell you buy some fruit and 3 days later it's already turning colors?
Hmm.
We
Bro,
didn't do that when I was coming up.
my we went to Sam's Club and we had got some grapes. The grapes was good. My wife thought she thought like, all right, if I go to the market get some grapes, I mean like, you know, but she got some decent grapes. They was, but it didn't hit the same. And my middle aged child who likes a lot of fruit and vegetables and stuff like that, she like, whoa, what kind of grapes are these? Where you get these from? She's like she immediately tastes the difference, and I'm like, dang, maybe these kids, maybe we need to start listening to these kids on their taste bud when they say, nah, I don't like that shit, bro. Like maybe we should start listening to them because I know my son, like if he had the option, he would rather you cook. Like he'd rather a cooked meal. And like he's a home cooked person. Like it doesn't matter what you cook. If it's home cooked, he gonna smash it.
Hmm.
I try to keep him like that too. You know, like yeah, just eat the home cooked shit. Cause yeah, like I don't know what it is, bro. The food is not the same no more, bro. It's definitely changed. It's definitely changed.
I noticed the difference between Coke in a can and Coke in a plastic bottle. Them two shits
Yeah,
taste different. Them two
totally
things
different.
taste completely different. Right. Yeah.
You know what,
That's why again, that's why blessing the food, blessing what we eat is so important because by blessing the food, you turning over the intake to the one that created this vehicle. See,
hmm,
again, man can do certain things, but I haven't forgot that it is a higher power. You know, that I'm not here of my own volition. I didn't wake myself up this morning.
real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why blessing the food is so important. Cause we ingesting poison. So we gonna need some help. Cause for all intents and purposes, the shit that they putting in the food to keep it fresh, you can't eat that shit raw.
Mm-mm.
Go put some titanium dioxide in your damn mouth and see what happened to you. I'm talking about just straight. Yep, it'll be a raisin, right? Just like them oranges too. I don't fool with them little miniature oranges, whatever them shit is.
Real
I bought
talk.
a bag, baby bought a bag of those. Man, them things shrunk up so small because we forgot to eat them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, them
Nano,
joints. Yeah, yeah, them joints do like it deflates.
exactly.
Never seen no fruit deflate like that, bro. That's why, like my blackberries. I had some blackberries. I was mad because I was smashing them, and I had like a little bit left in there, and I seen some mold growing on one of them, and I was like, dang, bro, like I do want to take the risk of eating the other ones because this one's so low. But I'm like, nah, forget it. And I just threw that shit away. And I'm like, dang, bro, when the last time I actually seen mold on fruit? Like,
Hmm.
when's the last time you like go to the market, get like a orange or something? Yeah, mold means it's good. Exactly. If you get a bag of oranges and the oranges deflate and get all shrinked up, and ain't no mold is growing. Like, bruh, that's not
That's
natural.
not natural. Right. It's not natural.
Yeah, that's not natural. Mold is good. Mold, everything has some sort of mold on it. Even get down to your damn body. You
Right.
don't fucking wash your body for a long period of time, and you just keep being dirty and dirty, and yeah, watch you get a mold patch. Wonder why your skin turning colors. Like, why I got these dark patches and shit? Yeah, mold growing on your head. You need to wash your body, detoxing.
For real. For real. That's again, that's why fasting is important too, but not necessarily you don't have to fast for a religious purpose. But even if you did, that's good. But the technique of intermittent fasting, meaning you eat and it's at least 4 to 6 hours before you consume anything else. That's giving your body time to break down all these poisons that's in there, as
Hmm.
opposed to steady piling on, piling on, piling on. I think this is why people got so many uh, digestive problems,
Hmm.
constipation, excessive gas, indigestion, heartburn. All that shit is on the up. It has increased because we're not eating real food, and those bodily reactions prove that fact.
Hmm.
Because how the hell a cup of water give you heartburn? How do a bottle of water give you
Give
heartburn?
you heartburn. Yeah, hell yeah. That's why I only drink certain kind of water. And
Hmm.
and 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 another thing, I don't guzzle water. People want to guzzle water. Like, nah, I don't guzzle it because this just take sips at a time, bro. Because first of all, we already putting a whole bunch of extra shit that's keeping this water so called fresh.
So called fresh, man.
I just watched Ludacris drink from a damn glacier.
Don't get no fresher than that.
I'm just saying,
Right.
he ain't motherfucking. It ain't had no label on that shit or nothing. It ain't telling what was in it. It shit was just water. So it's just water. Why the fuck? Why can't I just get water? Why I gotta get this kind of mineral, this kind of mineral, this kind? I didn't ask for all that.
Bro, why do
It's
water have a fucking ingredients list?
right. If it's only one ingredient, how do you make water?
This is some crazy stuff I'm talking about right here.
So when I say you already bugged, and we already probably got nanos in us and all that shit, most likely we already got nanos, and what they doing is trying to find a way to upgrade our body with new nanos. send these old nanos out. Y'all ever wondered? And you know what's crazy? It was a good. It was this was a good point to make. And I sent this to my wife, and she was like, "Don't send me stuff, and you know I like it." And she was mad about it. So I sent the this thing with eggs, and they was saying like, "Yo, you know how you're supposed to refrigerate your eggs. If it's natural eggs, they just sit on the shelf." And I was like, "Damn!" I'm like, "Come on, bro. Yeah." I've been eating refrigerated eggs all my damn life, bro. You just now told me I'm not supposed to eat these shits out the refrigerator that is supposed to be in the container just sitting out and you supposed to just go grab them. Like, come on, bro. Why nobody tell me this shit sooner? It's fucked up.
And
And,
then the world economic forum, they've already discussed that humans are now hackable.
mm, you you said humans are now hackable?
Yes, sir.
Oh, jeez.
It's a video on YouTube. If I could send you the link without going off of the live,
Yeah.
I
No,
would.
no.
But yeah, you can put. And he
Yeah,
said
go.
this way back in 2019. The
Mm,
individual I'm talking about, he said this way back in 2019. He says humans are now hackable animals. Yuval Noah Harari. I'm gonna type his name in the chat so people can see it.
right.
You can go look this up for yourself. Don't take my word on shit. But one thing about it, I promise you, I ain't on the internet to lie. It ain't that serious for me to be lying. And now some are gone on the internet.
Like I said, bro, these motherfuckers, this shit's important, bro, because like B said, if they telling you this, that means 20 years ago they already had it, was already doing this shit. So they just warming you up to the idea of this shit really being what it is.
Manufacturers have also added these nanoparticles to the food packaging. As just one example, up on screen you can see a milk carton which utilizes nanotechnology to act essentially as an indicator of the freshness of the milk that's inside. And as you can see, the color of the box actually changes to coincide with the change of the food that's inside. Furthermore, different
Mm.
researchers also found that adding these nano-sized additives to some medicines made them more effective. However,
Hmm. You heard that, right? Added these to some medicines became more effective. Just like Naeem said. Where it said? It's like Naeem said, something hooks up to something. I thought I started that joint. Dang, I didn't start. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, I did. Boom. Like Naeem said, when certain things combine, they create new things and reactions.
additives to some medicines made them more effective. However, according to more and more consumer protection groups as well as different health experts, well, there appears to be a catch, which is that while these nanoparticles can provide a myriad of benefits, they might come at a price. And that price is our health. Because you see, these particles are so small, so tiny, that studies like this one here that you can see up on screen for yourself show that they can actually breach the blood-brain.
Now they they telling y'all that I wasn't good at chemistry. I didn't really grasp chemistry. I was I was more what's that? What's the one for like distance and like time and travel and shit like that? What's that? Geometry. I was more good with the time and travel and distance and stuff like that. I wasn't good with no chemistry shit. That take a special type of person, bro, because like one, I don't know too many people that really own chemistry sets as kids.
Right.
Like you can get them. Like I can get it my kids a chemistry set and do shit, but yeah, I wouldn't know what I was doing. I would have to YouTube it. You know what I'm saying? So like this shit takes special kind of people. Theo said he had one. That's why you special, Theo. I told you, bro. That's why you think the way you think. So yeah, they like those chemistry sets. Like as kids, when you got the adult and understood how to use them joints, yeah. Like I understood the triple beam and all that. Like yeah, but that was something different. I learned I learned the scale. I learned how to scale shit from doing different activities. Like yeah, that shit ain't come from being in chemistry. I know that.
Right.
Barrier. And the ironic part is that the researchers in that study, they were actually looking into this function of nanoparticles in order to treat neurological diseases. Because in order to treat them, they actually need medication that can breach the blood-brain barrier. But when it comes to food, for instance, when it comes to your breakfast cereal, that is not a feature of the ingredients that anyone is looking for. Furthermore, besides breaching the blood-brain barrier, other studies have shown that these particles are also able to circulate throughout the body, to get into and get absorbed by the bloodstream and different organs. They have the potential to penetrate our cell walls.
Salute Smitty in the building.
And then they might also, at least potentially, create inflammation and disease. Here's, for instance, what Dr. George Pirgiotakis, who is a researcher with the Harvard School for Public Health, here's what he said regarding this matter. Quote, "They may pass through the lining of the gut and enter the bloodstream, which may trigger an inflammatory or immune response."
All
Hmm.
right.
Inflammatory. That's mm.
Hmm.
Hey, what up, Smitty?
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm telling you, bro. Like, and y'all wonder why, like, we gotta work twice as hard and take certain kind of weight cutting supplements and shit to try to get this excess fat off. Shit,
Hmm.
these motherfuckers going through your gut, getting caught in your lining. And just think about it. How, like you said, B, how many people fast? How many people sit there, eat 8 o'clock at night, have a snack around like 10, go to sleep, wake up, eat breakfast, then by 12 o'clock have a motherfucking lunch, and then snack, throughout the day, and then dinner, and then they snack again, and then they back at it.
A lot of people be saying they feel like they starving because shit, a bunch of the food that we eat is not nutrient dense. So you eating, but you're not getting no nutrients from it, and nutrients is what kill hunger
Mm-hmm.
for the duration. I mean, over a longer span of time than just calorie consumption. That's why
Right.
motherfuckers is gaining weight like that. You eating calories, but you're not getting nutrients.
And we all know what's going on with all the nutritional food out here, what they try and do with it. Yeah. No, for real, Theo. Like I challenge y'all, yeah, I mean, go a whole day without eating and eat at night or like dinner time. Just go without breakfast, lunch, and then eat dinner. And if you can make it, if you can make it doing that, then you got a chance at daggone fasting. Because like I said, it's been times that I didn't even know I was fasting, and I was fasting because I just ain't had food to eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's been times that I mean I had to go without meals. I'll go all day without a meal. You see, so it's if you ain't been doing that, if and you ain't got that kind of discipline to go all day without eating and eating one time a day, man, say when the grid go down, bro, y'all gonna have a problem. Y'all gonna eat your family out of the food because you're not gonna have the discipline to actually eat one time a day.
Hmm.
You're not gonna your stomach and body's not gonna grasp the concept that I gotta eat one time a day. That's enough to drive my you hit a Fio. You told me, bruh. You told me, bruh. If I, hey, bruh. When I get hungry and I don't get a chance to eat, bruh, shit, I get angry, yo. Shit, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, bruh. They miss a meal. What, bruh? They wake up. They gotta go to work, and they ain't got time to stop and get their morning coffee. Oh
Boy,
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The whole day messed up now.
you got some people that'll tell you, don't even talk to me if I ain't had my coffee first.
Hmm.
That's how dependent they are upon caffeine and whatever effect it may give them.
And bruh, but that's not even saying that that's how caffeine really makes you act. We
Exactly.
that like you said, it could be the nanoparticles enhancing that caffeine to make you act like this, to make you feel like your body won't feel regenerated if you don't have it.
What up, E legit?
Either in the building, what's going on? You see what I'm saying?
Like sugar, we've been eating sugar, right? But why all of a sudden within the last say 20 years is such an addictive substance now? Grandmama and them been baking cakes and pies forever.
Hmm.
We a lot of us grew up on Kool-Aid.
The real Kool-Aid.
Yeah, a lot of us grew up on that. But this addiction, and it didn't produce the addiction that you see today.
Mm.
Perhaps it's this now technology enhanced sugar that's got the diabetes rate out the roof. Because again, we've been eating sugar. We've been doing sugar and all that. We've been doing that.
Hmm. Look, it say they may pass through your lining of the gut and enter the bloodstream, which may trigger inflammatory or immune responses.
And when your immune system is working and it's not bacteria is fighting, it's called cancer.
We could be
I'm
seeing the
producing too many
gamut
white blood cells. The white blood cells is destroying a yeah, that's a cancer.
because they don't understand the microbes and the nanos that's coming through the body, through the bloodstream. They feel like it's being attacked. So ain't that's the whole purpose of the white blood cells, right? The white blood cells are supposed to activate.
Protect the body. Hmm.
Yeah, they supposed to activate when they senses some type of either bacteria or some type of infection that could be going on, right? And then they
Right.
go out to fight. All right, that's what I thought. So this could be the reason why we having that shit and the high rate of people getting sick that at the the way people getting sick now.
Right.
Cause we all done had the flu, we all done had the common cold, we all, you know what I'm saying? but now it's some other shit.
They may also build up in various parts of the body, including the lungs, the heart, and reproductive organs. Likewise, Dr. Rolf Halden, who's the director of the Center for Environmental Health Engineering over at Arizona State University, he was quoted in a recent article as saying this, quote, "We really don't know what the impact of these particles is. Human exposure is increasing, and we lack the tools to even measure what is arriving in our bodies, where it is deposited, and what it does there."
So they putting shit in there. They don't even know what the actual reaction. See, this is why it's so important, bro. Because now, now, what I'm not gonna say what if. I'ma say, I'ma say this could be the reason why we had people just regularly dropping out like that, just randomly dropping out.
Hmm.
Because he said it blocks the blood way earlier in the shit, the blood way to the brain. And we all know how fast they push them joints on people. Cause I'm gonna say joints because I don't want these people to smash my shit. But we all know how fast they push them joints out for people. And
Hmm.
it says transport of ultra small gold nanoparticles across the blood brain barrier in a six-cell brain. I can't I can't see that. Freud S. I can't see that word. SPH like EROID model. So we see they saying that these particles can make its way into the bloodstream. So if they get to the bloodstream, they can travel across and stop like certain flows to your brain. Is this the reason why these people dropping out the way they dropping out?
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying, B?
Yeah. Yeah. For real. And the blood brain barrier is that membrane between of blood between the actual brain and your skull.
Okay. That little fine little tissue, like line of tissue before you actually see your brain.
Right. It's a membrane,
Okay.
which is
Got
which
you.
is the outside of a cell.
Mm. Man.
Who's the director of the Center for Environmental Health Engineering over at Arizona State University, he was quoted in a recent article as saying this, quote, "We really don't know what the impact of these particles is. Human exposure is increasing, and we lack the tools to even measure what is arriving in our bodies, where it is deposited, and what it does there." Then
Right, because that's true. My body structure and the diet I have and the exercise I do is not the same as B structure and his body size and the exercise he do and the food that he intakes. So how are they going to be able to tell each one of us or them or the next person what these joints is actually doing? There's no way. They see that, and that was one of my main arguments of that joint. It was like, all right, you want me to take this joint, right? I will take it if you show me what's the actual beneficial values for my blood. So take a piece of say, take a little bit. You quick to draw blood. I go ahead for a common cold. You gotta get 30 tubes of blood. Bitch, my body ain't that big. You're not finna get 30 tubes of blood out of me.
Right.
So take some blood, show me what the motherfucking shit does on the screen, and show me how it interacts with my blood and how it's gonna help and benefit my shit. And then I will think about taking that shit. You see how that works? I'll think about taking that shit. Not no, nah. You if you want to keep your job, motherfucker, you gonna take it. Damn. I if I want to keep my job, I ain't even know my job was on the line. Y'all just gave me employee of the month last week.
Man, and again, this whole nanotech is a part of the depopulation program that the elites have in mind, i.e., chemtrails, everything that we need to survive, air, water, food, all that's being tampered with to our detriment. Let's get as many soft kills as we can before we have to go in and mow down the rest. So we can
Mm.
get you, yeah, so we can get you with heart disease, we can get you with kidney failure, we can get you with diabetes, if we can get you with whatever the disease may be. If we can get you sick, shortening thereby shortening your lifespan, then that's easier. That's less blood we have to get on our hands in the physical. And then who you gonna blame? You can't say we did it. Mm. You see how that worked?
Yeah,
Yeah, soft kills.
that's wow.
Now that's real. That's why people getting sick like that from the same
Hmm.
things that we've been eating all our life.
Hmm.
It ain't like we didn't started eating new shit. This is the same products that we've been eating all our life. But all of a sudden now, Fruit Loops.
I love Frosted Flakes, bro.
All of a sudden now, Fruit Loops got ingredients in it to where Fruit Loops not even sold in certain countries around the world.
And they tell you motherfucking Cheerios is heart healthy and all this shit, bro. I be fucking them Cheerios up out the box, bro. No milk, straight dry. You know what I mean? Straight out the box, handful of 'em, bro. They tell you it's heart healthy. Now, and they got the little hearts on the inside, bro, to make you feel good while you eating them, bro. Like who's it? Who's to say these joints really, yeah, man, bro, really heart healthy?
Right. And what's sparking all these food recalls? Is it that the nanotech is malfunctioning? Because every other week, just last week, you had the chicken nuggets, 100,000 some odd pounds had to be recalled.
Yep, because it
Chicken
had
having to
metal
be
strips.
recalled. See what I'm saying? Well, they say that's what they telling us.
Hmm. Maybe it's because they had a high count of nanos that got detected, and it was beyond the limit. Like, oh no, bro, y'all overdid. Y'all overdoing it now, bro. Y'all really gonna try to get us banned. Hmm.
And again, when you're in a system whose main objective is the bottom line, and the bottom line in business terminology is profit over loss, when these mega corporations' bottom line is to make money, then we understand now why all these what are poisonous products in other countries are readily available for us U.S. consumers. We understand why now.
Hmm.
You want to make money off the soft kills.
Hmm. And these motherfuckers just running in there. Yeah, off me now, please. Like, bruh, y'all think they when like B said, bruh. it's a known fact that these motherfuckers done studied on us and practiced on us and did all type of stuff, but we still put our faith in these motherfuckers to give us the right answer about our body. You, if they sell chemistry sets and microscopes and all this shit, don't you think you can do that same shit that they doing? It's not hard to find out, bro. You can get you a microscope, prick your finger, get you a little bit of blood, put it on a little strip, smash it down, look through the scope, and actually see what your blood looks like. Damn, you know what? I just thought about that. Fuck that. I'm buying me a chemistry set. I'm ready to find out what my shit is, bro. Like, yeah, we that's what motherfuckers need to be doing. Why we putting our faith in these motherfuckers to some motherfucker that went knowing damn well that okay, he went to school for to be a doctor, right? I get it.
Right.
He got some knowledge and he's tapped into some knowledge and some shit that myself is not tapped into. But don't they sell doctor books?
All
Can you
day,
get
every
a
day.
doctor book? I could have sworn I
Uh,
could have got get a doctor book.
you can go get you a human anatomy book from if you in a state that has a store called has half price books. You can go get you a human anatomy book right now under $50. Human anatomy is human anatomy, meaning you can get a book that contains your whole skeletal, circulatory, digestive system, nervous system, and depending on what level of book you buy, you can get. So yeah, that information is out.
Exactly. So good shit, Fio. Keep that. Fio said he got his book from high school. Keep that. So,
It's just not.
like I was saying,
It's just not like for me. It's just not wise knowing the history of the medical profession as it relates to black people. It's not
right.
wise to put your trust in these doctors when, for one, they paid to tell you bad news
Thank you.
because most black people don't go get a second opinion. If they go to their primary care doctor and that doctor tell them they got fucking monkeypox, they ain't finna go nowhere else to verify that statement. What the average black person gonna start doing is panicking in their mind first. Oh shit, I'm sick. Ah. So now what the doctor said becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, meaning
Mhm.
you didn't have shit, but because you believed what he said, now you create the conditions to have it where you didn't have it in the beginning. Again, the placebo experiments that they've ran over the years show you how important your mental disposition is as it relates to your health.
Mhm.
You have folks taking sugar pills, pills with no medicinal effects, took sugar pills for a disease and had better results than the people who were taking the actual medication for the disease.
Gave these motherfuckers the same medicines and shit. One told them they was the same medicine. One had a placebo, and the other one had the actual
The
medicine.
real, right. And the group that had the placebo had better results over the term of the experiment. Imagine that. So again, this is why second, third opinions are necessary if you go on that route.
Mm-hmm.
But like I always say, what we before desegregation, if you want to say that was a real thing or not, before then, what were we doing? How did human beings exist before all this bullshit going on? People been getting cavities, people teeth been falling out their head. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. So why now all the dependence upon a medical profession that's paid to tell you bad shit and profit off you being sick. Why is it that it's the medical profession is so against the quote unquote wellness and natural healing community? Because that's
Right,
taking money out their pocket.
right. But
Because
if
if
they
you in a
was
natural hit, go ahead.
I was ready to say if they in the medical field and these motherfuckers is healing people naturally with natural shit, would you want to get with them so you can see what's going on to how you want to better people health?
Yeah, if your objective is to heal, but if your objective is to make money, we're gonna keep pumping you people with these experimental drugs. These drugs that we're gonna show you on a commercial with nice sounding music and a bunch of people smiling. Meanwhile, one of the side effects could be death, and we're gonna tell you this right in your face. Cause why? We know you're not listening.
Hmm.
So you can't blame us for nothing. We told you that if you take this, it could cause XYZ. But they shook you with the smiles and the flowers and everything looks grand. And we done got off. Let's get back on
Nah,
topic, bro.
it's actually right on topic. I mean, we gonna play finish the video, but yeah, no, that's on topic. If we ain't off topic, shit.
He actually went on to compare this unknown impact of nanoparticles to asbestos. Quote, asbestos itself is relatively benign. It's an inorganic material. What makes it toxic and makes it kill 90,000 people a year is that it has particles that lodges in human tissue. Furthermore, there was a study published in July of 2020 by researchers over at the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. And in the study, they were specifically researching the effects of titanium dioxide, which is one of the most well-known additives. It's commonly added to things like gum, candy, drinks, milk, desserts, and so on. And what these researchers did was that
Pause
they
that
gave
right quick.
titanium dioxide to two different
Mm.
Everybody on here eat candy, chew gum, drink soda.
Hmm. Everybody, look how good they made that soda look too.
Right. They get right up on it. They get right up on it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Get right up on there with that 4K so we can get all the little droplets and I'll make it look so yeah. And say,
Yeah.
telling you, bro,
Bro.
I don't fool with doctors, bro. I'm telling you, during that time, that showed me, man, them doctors ain't to be. Man, say,
Mm-hmm. Because
man,
it
you can
that's
go on there with a full with a clean bill of health. But unbeknownst to you, you finna go in there and this motherfucker finna work some sorcery on your ass.
hmm.
Again, why is it the first question that they ask us is, do we have a history of high blood pressure in our family? Why the fuck you asking me that when you already know what the so-called statistics say?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to get me to go into agreement with this quote unquote diagnosis you finna give. Because they already got our shit lined up. When they look at your name, oh yeah, Brian Tisdale, how old? 48. Okay. Uh, yeah, we gonna say he got high blood pressure and hypertension. Black male,
Hmm.
even though you may not even have that shit.
Real talk.
Every black man ain't got high blood pressure and hypertension. That's bullshit. But that's the lie they done sold us. They told our people, you got high blood pressure. How you know that? And again, what's crazy for me is, and I'm speaking from personal experience, because like I always say, my mama been on high blood pressure meds for 20 some odd years, and that shit ain't cured a bitch ass thing.
She just get a different dosage.
I'm talking about get a different dose. And my thing is, I understand it though, because they generation was trained to believe in what them people say. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, where is your faith, mama? You call yourself a Christian and you read a book to where the woman with the issue of blood, she just touched the hem of Jesus' garment, according to the scripture, and she was healed. because she believed that if she could touch him, she'd be made whole. So where that same faith at? Why you keep running to these people who keep switching up your medicine on you?
Hmm.
It's funny how you could take your medicine and now you don't feel good. I got to, if you know, when I took my medicine, son, I got to lay down. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Every time you take your medicine, you get a migraine. Your head hurt.
Why? Because they tell us in these infomercials could cause headaches, dizziness, difficulty of breathing, sore throat,
And I
all
found
these,
out.
all these different, huh?
I found out too that they said a migraine and the headache and stuff comes from that membrane, either shrinking or trying to expand, either shrinking or trying to expand. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
So who's to say that, like they said, you take this medicine, you get these nanoparticles in there, you getting a headache, that shit is cutting off your brain flow. But what they said earlier in the shit, it could travel up to your brain's membrane or whatever.
Yeah, the blood barrier.
Yeah, messing up your brain, bruh.
Maybe that's why so many people are foggy in their thoughts, i.e., it's hard to keep a coherent thought for a long period of time. Everybody had it. Man, I was just about to say, everybody
Mm,
can experience that. You can be in a conversation with somebody and the thought we say it slipped our mind, but I don't know about that. Maybe
hmm.
it could be a side effect,
Right.
not necessarily from medication, but from the food, from what we ingest on a regular basis.
And these
Unlock the
motherfucking particles right here attacking your shit.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Now, if they've already admitted that these can be used to cure disease, it stands to reason that these can be used to create disease as well.
Right. I'm gonna go with that one first. I'm gonna go
See,
with that one first, and then yeah, I mean, I will put the other one. I will do eight. I'm going 80-20 on that shit. 20% saying that the right people is getting the right nanos to help them cure, but the other 80%, oh yeah, oh yeah, the masses, yeah, y'all getting these ugly looking motherfuckers. Talk, talking about, yeah, man, it's just the Chinese flu.
hmm,
Mm.
Most well-known additives, it's commonly added to things like gum, candy, drinks, milk, desserts, and so on. And what these researchers did was that they gave titanium dioxide to two different groups of mice. And in order to isolate the effects specifically to this nanoparticle, one group of mice was fed a low-fat diet and the other group was fed a high-fat diet. And what wound up happening was that both groups experienced changes in
Now, low, we say low fat and high fat. So, basically, he gave one some natural food, some natural food, and he gave the other one some basic junk food that we would eat.
their gut bacteria, including the inflammation of their colons, which can lead to abdominal pain and even diarrhea. And although both sets of mice experienced this inflammation, the obese mice that were fed the higher fat diet, they had more pronounced symptoms. Now, you might look at this.
Now, is this the reason why we had a high rate of fucking colon cancer not too long ago? You
hmm.
remember that shit?
Yep.
Didn't the homie from Real and Chance that show, didn't he die from fucking stage 4 or something colon cancer?
Yep.
Fucking Wakanda, yo. Didn't he die from that shit?
Mm-hmm.
So
Had to already have it during the shooting of the film.
when
And
that shit.
again, and even with that, the metaphysical is we're not gonna allow you to have any living heroes.
Hmm.
All your heroes will be dead.
Uh,
Because again, when that movie came out, what did we do? We went to the theaters in droves
hmm.
because that was a vision. That was something. Again, they knew what they was doing. So yeah, we're not gonna allow you to have a living hero because no matter what movie he played after that, he was gonna always be Black Panther.
Real talk.
And we can't have that. Because why? A little one may grow up and want to create a Wakanda for real. And with the way technology is moving and the way young people are much more advanced in the use of technology, that could possibly become a reality in the future. So now you got to make sure that all your heroes in the graveyard.
Oh yeah. And you don't want to believe it. You don't want to believe it, right? All right. So like I said we came with receipts. We came with receipts today. Yeah, I mean, we got time today. Now, I just want y'all to pay attention to some stuff. We ready to dive in before we go to the other one. We gonna dive into some shit real quick. Now, you see what it says, right? Who invented nano? What's what's that shit say? The many breakthroughs of science and engineering made during the last century are well documented, and there is a general census about who discovered what. It is widely agreed for instance that William Shockley, John Barton, and Walter, what's that, Britton?
Yep.
All right, Britton invented the first trend transistor, first
Transistor.
transistor. Okay, I stumbled on that word the last time, transistor, in 1947. So this is in 1947, bro, that they've been doing like certain shit. You see what I'm saying? We know that we just now started getting like familiar with nanos and all that. Naeem said she was talking about it in 2009. So we would think that like this is a newly discovered thing. But this is not no newly discovered thing. They've been trying to create these nano, not these specific nanos, but they've been touching on the brink of that shit since 1947. So how long we been ingesting these things is what I'm saying. This is maybe we're due for an upgrade, an update. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. I just pulled up something and it says the history of nanotechnology can be traced back to the 1950s when American physicist Richard Feynman introduced the concepts of nanotechnology in his 1959 talk, There's Plenty of Room at the Bottom. In the talk, Feynman described a process that would allow scientists to control and manipulate individual atoms and molecules. However, he didn't use the term nanotechnology at the time.
Right.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
you just had it right there. Yeah. Ooh,
See,
boy said CRISPR.
see what I'm saying? So we ain't even get we I ain't even gonna go just to that one yet. We gonna go stop here real quick. I just want to stop here. Now, I need to stop here for one specific reason. Because like you said, 1950, you said 1950, right?
Yep, 1959.
1959. We know 1959 wasn't that long ago. Neither was 1946
Right.
or 19, what's that? 29. You know what I'm saying? That so these guys been playing with our genetics for a long time. These guys been playing with our genetics for a long time. And I read this to Theo before. And this is the only part that I want to read. A physician named Walter Ashby Pleckler, as the head of Virginia Bureau of Vital Statistics from 1912 to 1946. Pleckler was responsible for ensuring that all infants born in Virginia received birth certificates that included their racial designation and an active, what's this, eugenist,
Yep.
right? All right, an active
Yeah, that's it.
eugenist. Pleckler used bureaucracy as a weapon against black and indigenous people across the state of Virginia. And I'm just stopping there because we're tapping in to some deep waters now. And what I'm ready to say is if they was doing nanos in 1959, and I just read that they started working on this process in 1940, what, 7 it was? I think it was 1947.
Yeah, the invention of transistor.
Okay, cool. So this is a year after Pleckler being in the Bureau of Vital Statistics, and him ensuring that all infants born in Virginia receive birth certificates. So these motherfuckers been already, look, all right. We see these guys got motherfucking certain kind of DNA and traits and shit. We need to start working on how we can kill some of their traits. We don't need these motherfuckers dominant. We don't need these motherfuckers being able to be physically capable of doing certain things that we can't do. We don't need these motherfuckers being able to think certain kind of ways.
Right. Because a eugenist is one that believes that they can eliminate social ills and breed out through genetic manipulation undesirable characteristics like disease and disabilities that's passed through genetics and hereditary. They often use methods like involuntary sterilization, segregation, and other social exclusion to remove people they consider unfit for society. And eugenics started with in Germany when Hitler wanted to create the super race.
Here we go. Thank you, B, because I'm glad you started talking about it while I pulled it up. So, like B said, good, well, this is eugenics. And when you type in eugenicist, it this pops up. So born to come into being, growing, grown. So these are what, like 70 words of what this word means. If
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
just eugenics is a Greek word, and those definitions are what that word means. Coming
got
to
you,
being, yeah.
got you. All right. So eugenics is, like it be says, a set of beliefs, right, and practices that aim to improve genetic quality of human population. So, like B said, the superhuman. We need motherfucking one person that's capable of doing all things. Now, historically, eugenists have attempted to alter human gene pools by excluding people and groups judged to be inferior or promoting the judge to be superior. Let's zoom out just a little bit. What's up? All right. Since the early 2000s, the term has seen a revival in bioethical discussions on the use of new technology such as CRISPR and genetic screening.
Now, the
So,
genetic screening, i.e., 23andMe,
mm,
the voluntarily, where you voluntarily giving up your DNA to allegedly find out that you got 2% Irish in your goddamn blood. Like that's gonna mean something.
thank
Uh, and myancestry.com and the plasma centers. It's a reason why plasma centers in the hood. You can't
you.
go to white areas and find no damn donut. I ain't seen now. I ain't saying they don't exist. I haven't seen now. I haven't seen a plasma donation center in a predominantly white, well-to-do neighborhood. So
Mm,
again, going back to cloning Tyrone, it's obvious where they're getting the genetic material from. If Tyrone, in fact, is being cloned,
hmm. So now y'all getting to understand it. Let's go back to CRISPR because CRISPR is important. CRISPR is what is used CRISPR now is what's being used to do this shit. Before they had to go under that microscope, do shit upon themselves. Now they got a robot, they got an Ultron system to do this shit for them. You see what I'm saying? This is why I say we be dumbing down that word robot. We dumb down these words like android and shit like that. Nobody ever asked the question, why would the first phone that can actually be a smartphone was named Android? And that motherfucker actually said Android.
hmm,
It was just cool at the time, so everybody want to hop on it.
right, trend.
Mm-hmm.
Masses will always follow trends.
Real talk. Now, I might stumble across a lot of these words, but oh well. Y'all just pay attention. CRISPR, standing for clustered regularly interspace short plan. What's this?
Palindromic,
All right, palindromic. Damn, who the fuck came up with that word? Like, come on, bro. Palindromic.
palindromic. Yeah.
Palindromic. Repeats. We not gonna say that shit again. We just saying CRISPR.
Oh
Political
shit.
got me all fucked up already, so we ain't even ready to do that shit again. Uh, is a genetic engineering technique in molecule bio.
Molecular.
Oh, molecular. Okay, molecular. Damn, bro. See, this shit. Yo, see, this is why this shit so important, bro. And we gotta understand, reading to understand, bro. This is why all these words like this right here, genetic engineer, molecule. What's this? Biology, genomes and shit. This is why these words is fucking highlighted because we know what organisms and all that other bullshit is. You gotta go and you gotta click on these words so you can understand what the fuck these words is. Because that's why they highlighted. These are key words in this damn thing. That's how I even got to CRISPR. That's how I got the eugenics. That you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I got to a lot of the stuff, bro. Is because not knowing what these fucking words that they're telling us is. I'm pretty sure Naeem know because she motherfucking she know a lot of shit. Naeem Ultron on the low. She be knowing a lot of shit, bro. Like, damn, how the fuck did you know that? But all right, let's go. Is a genetic engineering technique in molecule biology by which the genomes of living organisms may be modified. So stop right there. They using CRISPR to modify genomes. So you like you said, you getting 23 and 1, and they got your shit. They trust me, they got your shit. They got your DNA, they got your damn genomes and all that shit. Yeah, you know I mean, they got your history. So who's to say they can't alter your shit?
Not just that, they got your genetic history, and now with the advent of social media, they got your whole psychological profile via your
Mm,
Facebook and your Instagram. So they literally can make a whole nother you that think like you, talk like you, have the same appetites, desires, and wishes,
mm-hmm.
because in this day and time, people have posted their whole life on social media.
And to go even further on that one, B shit, we know that the quote unquote test tube baby is not a test tube baby no more. This a motherfucking lab grown baby now. Like they
And
put
for
this an incubated baby.
And then for anybody that's listening, if you think this shit is far fetched, they already cloned the sheep. They did this shit in the 90s. A real live sheep clone that didn't come from another sheep through
Mm,
means of copulation or breeding. They've already made a whole sheep and other animals, straight clone action,
right,
meaning having a DNA and doing what they do. So it's not far fetched. They didn't show us that movie. They cloned Tyrone for no damn reason.
right. And it's like I
And they
said,
not and they didn't make all these other movies where clones are a part of the society, i.e., the movie Surrogates with Bruce Willis.
hmm,
This is the real deal. We're not talking no far out shit here. I just want to put that in there so people understand. This ain't no man. No, motherfucker. This is the real shit.
right. I'm reading what the fuck the damn CRISPR thing is. So if you can't accept what I'm fucking reading you, and it says it in I googled CRISPR. I googled it. This what the fuck came up, and this came up. This came up. CRISPR came up after doing a whole bunch of other research about genetic testings and shit.
And so with this definition, where it says the cell's genome can be cut at a desired location. Well, what's that desired location? Maybe they discovered where your spiritual enlightenment or ascension or your intellectual, capacities can be found via your DNA structure. And so we go in and cut that off and make you more robotic because it says it can cut off at a desired location, allowing existing genes to be removed and or new ones added.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So again, with the music, I'm gonna stay on that music because that's something that we all listen to. With the music, how do we know that it's not being certain forms of nanotechnology not being activated within the vehicle to make us respond and think certain ways while listening to the music?
Hmm.
Because sound is a form of electromagnetism.
Mm-hmm.
And with that joint, they say that thing had something that was responsive to electromagnetic impulses.
And we know, motherfucker, a lot of people work off impulse, and your body ain't
Man,
nothing but energy. So if your impulse is strong enough, and you know what happens when that shit kick off a certain kind of feeling in your body, because release a certain kind of chemical through your shit to make you feel that kind of way. So yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. See, and all this shit stems back to, like I said, the 19 the early 1900s, 1947. Look, this guy right here, he already knew. He already knew. We gotta get these motherfuckers documented. Once we get these motherfuckers documented, yeah, I mean, then we can start motherfucking practicing on them. We already know how the medical system been practicing. Like I said, been practicing on us. Y'all giving out DNA, right? Genetic testing, also known as DNA testing, is used
hmm.
to identify changes in DNA sequences or chromosome structures. Genetic testing can also include measuring the results of genetic changes such as RNA analysis and as output of gene expressions through biochemical analysis to measure specific protein output. In the medical setting, genetic testing can be used to diagnose or rule out suspected genetic disorders, predict risk or specific conditions, or gain information that can be used to customize medical treatments based on an individual's genetic makeup.
Now we take that all this information and then we tie it to the COINTEL memo of 1968. And we still talking about DNA and CRISPR and all this shit. The memo of 1968, the COINTEL probe, one of the objectives was to prevent the rise of a messiah. Now, how would they know that it's a rise coming and that a messiah is coming if not through the bloodline? Because when you look at the Bible, genealogy is a major part of keeping history. See, through the blood, we can tell what's coming. So, who's to say that the government, they said, prevent the rise of a Messiah who could unify? Ain't that been one of our problems? Niggas can't never come together.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, why would they say prevent the rise of a Messiah if they couldn't, if they didn't know via blood what was coming down the pipe? what it say? DNA paternity testing, or to be
Oh yeah,
used broadly to predict an individual's or group's ancestry.
yeah. Oh yeah. We ain't even get to that part. I was gonna read that. We didn't get to that part yet. Now, because there's still more that goes on. Because hold on, now let's get to it. So genetic testing can also be used to determine biological relatives such as child's biological parentage, genetic mother, father through DNA parental testing, or be used to broadly predict an individual's ancestry. Genetic testing of plants and animals can be used for similar reasons as in humans. So we heard that the disorders predict ancestries, blah blah blah. Okay, to gain information, use selective breeding or for efforts to boost genetic diversity in endangered populations. Didn't they just have a whole thing where as though China or Japan or one of them motherfuckers was trying to pay black people to come over there to get their people pregnant? I could have sworn that was a thing just not too long ago. That was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Selective breeding. Gain information used for selective breeding. Efforts to boost genetic diversity in endangered populations. I mean, what more need to be said, bruh? What more need to be said, bruh?
Let's see.
And this goes back all the way to slave time. So when I say your asses are already bugged, man, motherfucker, y'all bugged already, bro. I'm bugged too. Shit, I probably don't have as many as the regular person because I exercise, I take care, I try to take care of my body as much as I can. Shit, yeah, man, I don't really just sit on a whole amounts of food in my stomach. I had shit, motherfucker. I just smashed the whole thing of grapes. And you know what grapes do? That shit clean you out. So, and I got some blackberries in there that I'm finna get to after this. So I'm just saying, bro, like it's a lot of people that is bugged out here the real way.
Which could explain the behavior, which
Mm.
could explain why we see stupid shit like Gorilla Glue Girl.
Mm.
Like, who the fuck thought, you mean tell me that you went to school and you picked up some Gorilla Glue and you read the label and you thought that was a product for your skin? Never mind, you wasn't even in a fucking cosmetic store or a hair product store. You in fucking Home Depot or Lowe's some goddamn where.
I mean, hey, bro, we are talking to the same people that will fucking go to Home Depot and get some silicone to shoot in their ass. So,
Man,
I mean, I mean, hey, dude, it ain't far fetched.
at all. No, like real talk, could that be the chips or the whatever it is, whatever you want to call it,
mm,
being activated, malfunctioning?
hmm,
I mean, because again, like you said, we it's readily available the info about silicone shots, and people still doing that shit somewhere around this bitch.
right.
Somewhere somebody then took their little hot two racks. You going somewhere where a motherfucker got the ceiling fan for air conditioning to get some goddamn shots.
Hmm. Mm,
Again, you got men who getting whole motherfucking BBLs. You getting an
fact.
inserted six pack as a man.
This could be the process of the nanites going up in your system and shit, and altering your DNA shit, and motherfucking making you more feminine and shit. Yeah, man. And yeah, that shit can have different effects. I remember it was a whole thing, bro. Like, oh, you don't want to give your kids certain kind of foods because it'll make them have high levels of estrogen, and they won't produce no testosterone. Maybe that's the nanites that's fucking attacking the testosterone joints.
Hmm.
Because it said it travels through your groin area or some shit like that. It travels through your gut, your intestines and all that shit. Like, come on now. Maybe they got certain ones that attacks your fertilism. Like, you wonder why you just able to keep bombing and all these girls ain't none of them getting pregnant. They out
Hmm.
here sterilness. You see what I'm saying? Trying to find nanites that exclusively will sterile the fucking semen before it even gets ejaculated.
Because one of the dictates of Pharaoh when the children of Egypt were in captivity, one of the things he said was kill all the male children under 2 years old, slay all that.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that program's still not in effect, you sadly mistaken because a bunch of what the elites do is based off their twisted interpretation of scripture.
Right.
So again, that the COINTELPRO memo says speaks volumes for why things are the way they are and why we haven't seen any more Malcolms in quote unquote Martins, if you want to go down that road as regarding them as leaders.
Right. And
Because
that could be
COINTEL, go ahead.
my fault. And that could be another reason why, remember we had that real high influx of people being missing and kids and shit coming up missing and shit.
They showed us in Get Out what them kids and the missing blacks are used for.
They going in, they genetically testing on us. Where your ancestry lead to? Let me see what genetic diversity you got in there. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Your bloodline lead to this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nah. See, you might be the next Messiah, like they said. Is my
Again, why would they say that? What body of knowledge, what information were they privy to where
mm,
they said we must prevent the rise of a black messiah who could unify the masses? What knowledge? Because how do you know, first of all, that messiah is even coming if you ain't looking in the blood?
hmm if you don't already got the blood ancestry on file.
Come on now, talk to me. And what's again, like I said, what's the thing we always say, man, we can't never stick together.
hmm
It could be, it could be that that genome has been cut like CRISPR. It's been cut in another one, i.e., disunity, a trait passed
hmm
in and connected. Yeah,
hmm
you can't take nothing off the table when you're dealing with people who have this kind of science that they will freely tell us about. Like I said, if the government is letting you get it, they already had it 20 years, 30 years before you.
Real talk. And that was the whole thing about the racial integrity act, bruh. Was like they they did that and separated us on purpose, bro. The way that we couldn't do it, but the whole thing that I was tripping about was okay. Oh shit, y'all did the racial integrity act on us, right? And motherfucking. I took the black man from the white person, told the white man that they were superior and that we were slaves. You know what I'm saying? But I find it weird that you have this guy right here as one of the people who starts the fucking party. He's one of the party members, the co-party members. This guy right here, Walter Ashby Pleckler, he's one of the co-founders of the Know Nothing Party, which which is the Native American Party. So why would this person right here have anything to do with black and indigenous people across Virginia? You see what I'm saying? Like the play always been there, bro. We always been there. We always been that play. Always. And this goes back. Like 1950s wasn't that long ago. My my mama was born, I think, I want to say 56, if I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken. I want to say my mom was born in 56. So that's not that far. That's not that far long ago, bro. And then if you say 49 or 47, from 56 to 47, that's not that long ago. My grandmother was born in 1929. My grandmother.
Hmm. And again, if we selectively breed animals, dogs in
Mm-hmm.
particular, what makes people think that the human being is not being selectively bred,
Mm.
certain characteristics being bred into them and certain characteristics being cut off from them? Is that reason is could that be the reason why nobody is given to critical thinking anymore?
Is this the
Because again,
reason?
we want you docile and dumbed down as possible because those are the easiest people to control.
Is this the reason why when the baby's in the womb and the mother is carrying the baby, they gotta get genetic testings done? And you want me to see if your kid got anything wrong with his heart, and we just gotta put this needle in you and tap the baby real quick to see it and get some fluid from the sac to see if everything is okay. And
Man, say,
the whole time they over here fucking looking at your genetic engineering and shit, and to see what they can take out that baby, or when that baby go get his first increments of shots, what we can put in this baby to cut a certain gene.
hmm,
Because your baby got to get them shots in the first couple of weeks, unless unless you just not ready to do it. Like if you had that
unless
baby
you,
in the
unless you,
hospital,
if you in the hospital, they getting them shots. If you have
they
them
getting them
outside,
shots.
yeah. If you in the hospital, yeah, them shots coming. If you're not in the hospital, then they can't force it because you didn't give birth in their facility.
Right.
See, when you go into the hospital, you pretty much signing your rights away.
Mm-hmm. And I ain't
That's
know
why you
that.
can't. That's why you can't leave until it's you've been cleared by the doctor to leave.
Facts. Facts. And
Fuck
I
how
see.
you feel. Fuck how you feel. Now you may feel like, oh, I'm straight. Nah, we gonna keep you here for a couple of more days.
Yeah, I need to see you pee like 3 more times to make sure that you
That
peed.
type of shit. That type of shit.
I mean, you see a lot of y'all might not know that because yeah, I mean, y'all ain't wasn't there for y'all kids. Yeah, I mean, born dates and stuff like that, bro. But when you motherfucker was there and you had to give that baby, like B had the motherfucker snatch the baby out. Shit, yo, you know what we talking about.
You know, anybody that's had a home birth, witnessed a home birth, something like that. Because again, this generation, and I mean this day and time, people forgot that motherfucker, it was humans way before now. So the act of giving birth, it wasn't always a hospital to go to.
Hmm.
If you read the scripture, uh Hagar gave birth to Ishmael by her goddamn self in the wilderness.
Yep.
So again, they done tricked us into thinking that what is a natural function, all of a sudden you need help and you got to get checked on and this and that when they already paid to tell you fucked up shit. Now, of course,
Hmm.
they ain't gonna tell everybody fucked up shit, but how many people been told that some that from that fluid that they drew, that amniotic fluid, because that's the fluid you're talking about. When
Hmm.
they drew that amniotic fluid, how many people were lied to? They talking about your baby showing signs of fucking Down
Yeah.
syndrome.
Down syndrome and shit.
How is that possible when the brain ain't even fully fucking developed?
Hmm.
But we don't think. It's just this mighty white motherfucker in this coat that told you some shit, and now you just shook. People be lied to all the time. If you think that people not being lied to in these doctors' offices, in these hospitals, you being naive. They done already told you again. The number one cause of death in the country: medical malpractice,
Medical,
misdiagnosis.
bruh. I know a person who wife went under surgery, bro, and they left a tool inside her.
See,
Left a tool inside her. This shit ain't far fetched. This ain't no just, oh, we hitting the fucking big ass cigar, blowing this fucking smoke in the air. Nah, I just, y'all quote unquote want receipts so bad. Y'all love receipts so bad. I provided y'all with receipts that go back from to fucking 1947. Well, I wasn't even alive. Nowhere near 1940. I'm an 80s baby.
what's so cold, bro?
Go ahead.
Man,
Go ahead. Nah, go ahead, bro. We gotta talk about this shit, bro.
medical malpractice is responsible for 251,000 deaths annually, or to break that down in a smaller number, 700 deaths per day. Now, show me the drill rapper, the gang banger, the criminal organization that's killing 700 motherfuckers in a day, and I shut up.
Hmm.
That sound like war numbers to me. That sound like
Hmm.
war casualty numbers to me. 700 a day.
700 a day.
This 2023, according to a study published in the BMJ, medical errors are the third leading cause of death in the United States, accounting for 9.5 of all deaths each year. This equates
Hmm.
to 251,000 deaths annually, or 700 deaths per day. So again, I ask you, show me the drill rapper, the gang, the criminal organization, the cartel, whatever you want to point to. Show me who killing 700 a day.
Real talk. Real talk. Bro,
And
that
these
that
and these are the people that you going to for an opinion on your health.
hmm.
The people who responsible for 700 deaths a day. Keep going in there. Keep taking your nigga ass up in there. And you
Hmm.
because you done forgot how to pray. Keep running on up in there.
Hmm.
You gonna come out that motherfucker with something you didn't have before you went in there.
Nah, bro.
Guaranteed.
Science replace God, bro. See, God can be all explained through science. All you gotta do is just do the
Yeah.
signs that you see, because obviously it's the science that shows us with this right here, bro. All right, bro. You keep on with your scientific ass. You go ahead. You keep
Right.
on. You keep
Right.
on. with the science, because the science told me this. Yeah, all right, all right, all right.
Bro, 700 deaths per day. Per day.
Hmm.
That sounds like Russia and Ukraine numbers.
Hmm. The whole time, we motherfucking pumping, we pumping nanos in our body through the shit that we eat, the shit that we consume, and then they go in there and tell us about some bullshit, and then motherfucking back up the nanos with a fucking shot
Boy,
that's supposed to keep you quote unquote healthy. When your body naturally produces shit that helps you, bro. When you cut yourself, your body acts to this cut. Oh shit, we cut, bro. Yo, call the troops, bro. We gotta go down there and start handling this shit. You know what I mean? Let's fight
first
off
thing the
bacteria.
first thing we gotta do is start the clotting. That's the first thing. Got to start the clotting so we can stop the blood flow.
Stop the blood, right?
What you think a scab is? That ain't nothing but an external blood clot.
Right. Mm-hmm. See, that movie Osmosis Jones is so important. Y'all, I think people forgot about that movie. Osmosis Jones was a great movie to watch as a kid with Chris. I think that was
Hmm.
Chris Rock. That was Chris Rock that played that character. Yeah, that's a good movie to watch, bro, because it helps. It Osmosis Jones will help you understand how these daggone nanites and stuff is moving through your daggone body and what they actually doing to your body. If you just use the nanites as the character, the bad character in the movie. Shit crazy, bro. But yeah, let's let's get into this. Let's get into this next video though, because Naeem had a valid point, and it goes perfect with what she said. Let me put it back up there. Once I find it. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. Put that up there. Let's pull this.
New study which was just published looked at the contents of a certain medical procedure which shall not be named, and in this study the
B, what's this guy name? Didn't you send me this one?
Yeah, I send it to you. Let me. I have to. I have to look that up.
I got you. All
Because
right.
okay, yeah, because I can't. If I go off live, I mean, if I go on my text messages, I'm gonna get kicked out the
Yeah, no, don't do that.
stream.
Uh, this is oh shit, yo, those Cybertrucks joint was crazy too.
Yeah, I sent you this. He way up there. I
Yeah,
think I might
that.
have sent you this last week. Well, I
Yeah, I
think I
know.
might have sent it to you yesterday though. Again.
Got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I got it. Yeah. EO Nutrition. Shouts out to EO Nutrition. That's who this is. He had a crazy ass name. That's why I was like, what the heck? Now, now pay attention to this one, right? This why Naeem shit was so important. Because this motherfucker, bro, when I say when I say self-forming, man,
And it's a little hot 5 minute video.
yeah, this ain't even both videos is 5 minutes. I ain't even coming in here watching nothing all along, but let's go.
a brand new study which was just published looked at the contents
of a certain medical procedure which shall not be named. And in this study, the authors claim to have found artificial nanostructures, which they refer to as self-assembling nanostructures, which look like this. Now, these were only found in the mRNA containing ones, and the shapes range from crystals, filaments.
Now,
First
this
of
is
all, self-assembling. Come together and form Voltron type
mm-hmm,
shit.
mm-hmm. Self-assembly. So now the thing is, are they docile until they need a certain frequency or a certain action motion, certain source to, or as soon as they get inside your body, or they just automatically like, yo, calling the homies in, yo, we over here, bro. Come scoop me up, bro. All right, I'm on my way. Hmm,
Hmm.
it's crazy.
Already,
Spiral.
legit. Already.
Oh yeah. You got to. That's why I said, bro. This is one of those lives, bro. You gonna need a paper and pen for it, bro.
And see, this is the thing. They don't think dudes like us. It, again, you can count on your hand how many of us even off into this kind of shit, period. Any kind of science, period.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, and they put it out there because for the average one of us, this kind of shit ain't coming up in our feed.
Real talk.
Not in you, yeah, this ain't coming up in your feed. But
Yeah,
again, God everywhere,
I've been
even in the hood.
I've been seeing Woody and YBC dude. Uh, that guy fucking this whole week I've been seeing that shit.
Yeah, but see, God everywhere, even in the trash can. Mm-mm.
Hmm? Real talk.
RNA containing ones, and the shapes range from crystals, filaments, spirals, all the way to nanotubes. They found that the shape of these changed over time and were particularly responsive to external electromagnetic fields. But before you get excited, there are some serious problems with this study. First up, there's no publicly available ORCID record for this researcher, so we don't know if she's published anything in the past and what training she has. Next, she's a gynecologist, and whilst that might not necessarily be a problem, we really want this study being done by molecular biologists who have the resources and the tools at their disposal to be able to make sure this was a valid study. Next up, the
Shit, I don't put it. You know what's crazy though? So yeah, this lady's a gynecologist. So what? Her job is to look for abnormalities in the woman's vagina area. So obviously, that's brought some type of concern up to make her go and see like what the fuck is this going on in this motherfucking pussy juice. Like, well, I ain't never seen no motherfucking pussy juice wiggling around like this. This shit, motherfucking moving around and connecting to different pieces. It's what the fuck going on here?
Mhm.
So obviously, if this is gynecologist, somebody that has nothing to do with even looking for nanites. So her looking for nanite, not looking for nanites, having a cycle means you had to know exactly how hormones work. Thank you. So that's another thing. She probably could have seen some abnormalities in the hormones. Wonder why these motherfucking girls is out here acting like they acting now. The hormones all out of whack. Maybe this is why the cycle age for girls had went up to, well, had went down to not double digits no more to now single digits.
Hmm.
And this doctor, the first one to discover that these women is coming in with abnormalities in fucking their hormones by looking into their shit. So I ain't discrediting shit. Yeah, how was it y'all want to work on science one time and then yeah, I mean because this motherfucker doesn't do this particular activity, you know, you gonna try, yeah, I mean, throw some shade or try to discredit because she's a gynecologist. So fucking what? Because last time I checked, fluid gets transferred.
Hmm. But we also know that anytime information come out to discredit the narrative, it's gonna always be marginalized and made to look as if it's not in sync with the scientific information that they give us through the media, through the mainstream narrative.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, for real. Like this shit, bro. We ain't discredited nothing. This motherfucking gynecologist gotta say. Yeah, I mean, shit. Cause her job, like I said, is to find abnormalities in the clients she sees, and obviously she found something.
Lab isn't registered from anywhere that I can see, and therefore we have no way of knowing that it's actually a
No, that's true. Like motherfuckers don't realize like certain things you do may throw off your cycle and shit, and certain things you do might motherfucking have a delay in, or may delay your shit.
sterile environment. What this means is that the things that we're looking at right here, we have no way of knowing that it's actually a sterile environment. What this means is that the things that we're looking at right here could simply be artifacts. With that in mind, whilst I'm not a scientist, I think we have to be very, very cautious about these results. But even if we discard the study as bunk, you might not know that there are numerous other accounts. We're talking like more than 40 or 50 individual accounts.
Look at that shit.
Bunk, you might not know that there are numerous other accounts. We're talking like more.
Look at that shit. That if that shit don't look like a motherfucking um motherboard,
Hmm.
if that shit don't look like a motherboard or some shit, bro, like come on now.
You see it.
Square, got motherfucker got squares, rectangles, and octagons and all types of different shapes all in your blood.
And what did he say in the beginning? That these self-assembling nanotechs are sensitive to certain electromagnetic impulses. Going back to the movie The Cell with Samuel L. Jackson, the
Mm.
people were everybody that was on a cell phone, an electromagnetic transmitter sending and receiving the signal. Everybody on that phone in that movie went crazy.
Man.
The only reason the main character didn't go crazy was because he was on a payphone. And even at the end of the movie, he went crazy.
Nah, these are
Now that's the nanoorganism inside the body. That's one of the shapes it take on. Nine.
yeah, this is one of the
Yeah.
joints that actually came together over time and how it
Now
looked.
in relation now in relation to that question, we know that mitochondria is the center for the cell replication. So it could be, if we go that route, that is a mitochondria of the nano particles that's inside the body to replicate itself.
Mm. Cloning itself inside your ass.
Right.
I mean, we are dealing with a Ultron, so that motherfucker could have realized, like, look, if I go over here and link with this motherfucker, he can motherfucker duplicate me at a faster rate. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Shit real.
More than 40 or 50 individual accounts of scientists with genuine expertise in the field who have found something very similar. They found 3D nanostructures.
Look at that. It's Pfizer.
Genuine expertise in the field.
Look at that.
What they say, microcircuit. Go back to that other one. Go back to that one. No, one after that.
Who have found something very similar. They found
That one.
Mm-hmm.
What they say, micro
Surgical.
circuito.
Circuito.
A microcircuit, in other words.
Hmm.
A
Look at that.
microcircuit to do what? What
Now,
signal is it? What signal is it sending out? And what signal is it receiving?
mm-hmm. And that's Pfizer.
What's up, Mom?
Mom Duke's in the building.
Yeah, the powerhouse of the cell. That's where the mitosis takes place, which is cell division. Going back to the comment about the mitochondria, that's the powerhouse of the cell. That's the part that's responsible for cell division. And this was in these things that they said that folks needed to get.
Zay in the building. What's going on?
What up, Zay? Yeah, that's because we know who Pfizer is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that Mr. Fauci had big shares in that company at the beginning of that incident, that period that we had to go through.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the main sources.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever got that, just know you see this particle. There's circuito. Yeah, that joint just floating around in your body, collecting other nanites. Party over here. That's how he came through.
3D nanostructures in the shots, and some authors have speculated or said that they closely resemble carbon nanofibers and might be graphene oxide. Since graphene oxide was definitely not on the ingredients list, you might be wondering what the hell it was doing in there. And you might be amazed to hear what the science actually says about this. Let's just say that reality is much stranger than fiction these days. And if you don't believe me, just check this out. It turns out that scientists have been working with graphene oxide for a very long time, particularly in the context of micro and nano robots. Now, you might be wondering, what are
Mm.
Did he
Micro,
say micro and nano robots? I
micro
just want to
and
make sure.
nano robots.
I just want to make sure I'm not, tripping.
Now he said that, and we're gonna
Oh,
rewind it
okay.
back just a little bit for them to catch that shit again. But
Okay.
obviously, these motherfuckers gotta have some type of robotic system in them if these motherfuckers is self-assembling.
Hmm.
Because I don't know no chip right now. Like my phone got chips in it, my computer, my clock, my watch. But if I take one out and I'll take another one out and I put it next to each other, them motherfuckers ain't gonna self-assemble.
And with that black goo comment, that's what they call the black mirror, what they showed us. Because at certain points in that series, that solid mirror became gooey and the
Mm,
goo was black.
mm. Theo had mentioned something about that black mirror too the last time.
Hmm.
Mm. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
Black
bro.
Mirror, that
Yeah,
series.
now think of this. Now think of this, y'all. Now think of this, right? How how is it these motherfuckers can create an Ultron fucking and you can't even describe how small this shit is. That's why I stopped because I was trying to think of something I can describe as small as these nanites, but you can't.
It's smaller than the smallest form of human measurement that we
Real
can
talk.
see.
How is they able to build an AI that's that small and can travel through your body and know how to assemble itself?
It's on Netflix, man. It's the whole series.
Man, hey, this hey, no cap, Zay. It's not even the point of how long can the stuff stay in our body. It at this point is how can we get this stuff out our body? How do we flush this shit out our body? What do we got to do to get this shit? Because this shit is in your foods. See that? See you missed it. You ain't see the first half. You see the first half because you had kind of came in a little bit later, but it's in our foods, bro. They've been using nano product particles to keep the food looking fresh, to keep the color looking fresh, looking alive. To keep your milk looking like is supposed to be your shit. What up? Oh, it's a your medicine that you may use. Like if so, I'm gonna assume Tylenol. Yeah, I mean until they come out and say otherwise. I'm just gonna assume them. So these joints is everywhere. And I ain't say the only way you gonna get that joint out is prayer, and she ain't lying.
Bro, that's why I always keep saying whatever you own and whatever you lined up with, you better be trying to draw closer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they hitting us everywhere but under our feet. Real talk.
Yeah,
They hitting
and
you everywhere but under your damn feet. See, but again, when you been in the hood, now, motherfucker, who eating? Oh, you organic? Are you a big? What? You know,
right,
we revel in our ignorance
right.
on that aspect.
Shit, that stuff. It ain't staying in your system. That stuff is already in your system, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, it's in your system. Yeah, man. That hold on. Just to catch Zay up real quick, because I want Zay to be caught up with this shit.
You might find a host of other ingredients like calcium carbonate, tricalcium phosphates, and so on and so forth. The list is rather long. However, before we move on, in order to really set the stage for you properly here, let me back up for a quick moment and actually explain to you what this is all about. Starting back in the 1990s, so about 30 full years ago, nanotechnology became widely used in the production of food products. That's because scientists discovered that by adding these tiny little components, they were able to make our food more colorful, they were able to make it brighter, creamier, crunchier, and they were
Hmm.
even able to keep it fresher for longer. And besides just adding it to the food itself, well, some manufacturers have also added these nanoparticles to the food packaging. As just one example, up on screen you can see a milk carton which utilizes nanotechnology to act essentially as an indicator of the freshness of the milk that's inside. And as you can see, the color of the box actually changes to coincide with the change of the food that's inside. Furthermore, different researchers also found that adding these nano-sized additives to some medicines made them more effective. However, according to more and more consumer protection groups as well as different health
So, Zay,
And nano
when you say, yeah, I mean, how long do they stay in your body and how can we get them out? Man, them joints are already in your body right now, bro. So by this time, and they were saying that the shit will get stuck into like fatty tissues. It can seep into your bloodstream and shit like that. So you wonder why you keep lifting weights and you jogging every day and you doing hella push-ups, but that beer belly don't just seem to be going down or form that six pack how it was. Hey, that's why we got nanos all in our shit, holding us back from having that six pack. Not saying we can't get it, you know what I mean, but that's the reason why it's so hard for us nowadays.
And that's what
What
people don't
about
understand when they go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? You go to the gym, you putting in work. You know you're putting in work. You by virtue of your blood is pumping, your respiratory rate up, your heart rate up, and it's taking longer to get results. It's all got
you?
everything to do with the what's being ingested.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Well,
all
these
gotta
are
eat, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
bro.
gotta eat. But the way you keep your gut healthy, like Naeem is talking about gut health as well. One of the ways you can keep your gut healthy is fasting. Is stop putting so much shit in the gut.
Hmm.
Again, the book told us that man should not live by bread alone. We forgot that part though.
Mm-hmm. Y'all better go back and read.
You know, the most god goofy generation that's ever been on earth. These motherfuckers that eat that thought Tide Pods was some shit to eat gonna tell you not to read the Bible.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, these motherfuckers eating
Yeah,
Tide
Tide
Pods
Pods.
gonna try to talk to me about what the letter J and all this other shit.
Hmm.
Motherfucker, y'all out here eating Tide Pods. You can't talk to me about a goddamn thing. You can't tell me shit.
Heck
Nothing.
yeah. Heck yeah. No,
What?
I remember. I remember, yo, because I remember seeing the crazy shit people was addicted to. This motherfucker was eating chalk. Like, yeah, I just like eating chalk. I'm like, man, you don't get your dry mouth ass the fuck out of here.
I like real talk. And these are the same individuals that'll tell you about God and this and that and all this. Man, if you don't shut your dumb ass up,
Mm-hmm. No, you got to. You gotta make it part of your lifestyle, bro. Like that's our thing, bro. And there's a such thing as what's that shit? Gluttony. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
one of the seven deadly sins.
Yeah, you just want to keep eating to eat. Yeah, I mean, just because you got food in the cabinet, you want to just keep eating to eat and shit. Motherfucker, you don't sit your hungry ass down. You ain't that damn hungry. I know you ain't that damn hungry because you ain't even shit yet. You ain't even released the shit that you had in your stomach that fucking is digesting still. Because I don't know if y'all know, motherfucking cheese take fucking hella long to digest. And then you add a cheese or bacon and steak and fucking hamburger meat and man shit. This is why your ass need to fast. You got a whole 24 hours of food sitting on your stomach. But you talking about I'm hungry. I need to go get something else because those two burgers wasn't enough. That's 24 hours worth of food if you want to be technical. Go look at the motherfucking uh shit on how long it takes for cheese to break down and then look at how long it takes for fucking ground beef, red meat to fucking break down.
Yeah, the crate challenge generation. Tell me some shit.
The crate challenge
The
generation.
crate challenge generation gonna tell me some shit.
Mm, mm.
Man,
Bruh,
don't get me started on that shit. Cause
we never. I used to get crates all the time, and I never thought about stacking them up like that and walking up them and down. I never thought about that shit, and I'm glad I didn't because that's a horrible idea to have. But yeah, I mean, we used to get milk crates all the time. We used to make basketball hoops out of them. You know, for my underprivileged folks that couldn't afford bed frames, we used to make them as bed frames. You know what I'm saying? Like it was other uses for fucking milk crates than walking up them and possibly somebody kicking the crate from underneath your feet and you breaking your fucking neck.
Bro, most of the people back then, when I was coming up, when people kept milk crates, that was for storage. Yeah, God not real, but you eating Tide Pods around this hoe.
Hmm.
You doing milk crate challenges around this bitch.
This could be
Any
this,
kind of,
bruh. This
go
could be
ahead.
all part of the fucking yeah, we keep giving them these certain kind of foods, these fucking nanos is going in there, uh, deleting genomes and shit, and leaving these motherfuckers retarded, bruh. I mean, because only a retarded motherfucker would like to walk up and down a milk crate and possibly hurt themselves. Like you gotta be like all the way retarded to want to do that shit.
You got
So
to be all the way retarded to think that a Tide Pod is something you're gonna eat. When you bought that shit in the store, it wasn't around no
food.
food. It wasn't even around dog food, cat food. That shit ain't on the same goddamn aisle.
That's but see, we not cats can play on milk crates because one, they got 9 lives, and then two, they always land on their feet. Motherfuckers, humans ain't always landing on shit. You gonna land and break your motherfucking neck getting on that damn milk crate. I done seen the motherfucker get on a milk crate on one and the motherfucker roll on his ass and he fall off that bitch.
Right.
Cause he was leaning on the milk crate wrong. Just one.
M- Motherfucker ain't stood on one goddamn leg for 10 seconds, but you got your dumb ass on some milk crates, trying to tell people that believe in a higher power that it ain't no God. If you don't shut the fuck up,
Mm-hmm. Got, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. It's the motherfucking nanites, bruh. I'm telling you, that's what I'm gonna blame it on. Every time it was this saying, bro, when motherfuckers get to act the dumb and shit, it be like, that's just the devil. Nah, we not gonna. I know the devil mad and shit. Like, bro, that ain't even me this time, bro. That's his that's his fault. I ain't
now
even
real
call for
talk.
that shit.
That's his dumb ass. I ain't tell that stupid motherfucker to do that.
Real, so I know he over there mad and shit. We keep blaming him and shit, and it's the motherfucking nanites. I'm just say, I'm gonna start saying, bro, it's the nanites, bro. That's the nanites got the motherfuckers doing that dumb ass shit. Real talk.
Graphene oxide for a
Don't
very
let
long time, particularly in the context of micro and nano robots. Now, you might be wondering, what are micro and nano robots? Well, these are basically tiny little machines, pieces of technology. They're invisible to the naked eye. You cannot see this. But these things can be implanted into the body either by injection, inhalation, or even through the gut. Now, they can be programmed to achieve certain effects.
I heard that right. Heard that right.
did he say what he say? He said gut. Did he say that?
Yeah, he said gut.
I thought he said that. I don't know if I was hearing shit or what.
He said gut, and through injection or gut. We go. Let's listen to it one more time.
Now
Naked eye,
mind
you
you,
cannot see this.
My fault.
look at the schematic. A pressure sensor, a chemical sensor, a temperature sensor, a power source, and data storage. So again, where is these vitals coming from with this Fitbit shit?
And and
How is
then
this thing just touching your goddamn skin and telling you all this information?
And then why they make this shit look like a fish? Why you ain't make it look like a rocket ship or something? Or like the magic school bus or some shit? Why it
Because
had
it
to
got to
be
swim. Because it's in fluid and it got to swim. It needs a
mm,
way to propel itself.
mm.
What it say? Fishtail propulsion.
Yep. Man, you motherfucker swimming all up in your body.
But these things can be implanted into the body either by injection, inhalation, or even through the gut. Now, they can be programmed.
Oh shit, bruh. Damn, bruh, because he got that. Bob, I'm not. I don't want to sound fucked up when I say it. Because he got that funny accent. I didn't even hear him say, uh, in inhalate.
Inhale.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
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 you can inhale that shit, bro.
right.
Because he got the accent, it fucked me up when I first heard it. I didn't even hear that shit.
What you think the beef is with the chemtrails? It ain't just that it's poisoning the crop.
Mm-hmm.
That's the overplay. That's for the surface. The underlay is these are microorganisms. I mean nanoorganisms that you breathing in. And as we see, you already got a way to move around once they get in. And they done showed us this shit in the movies already, man.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was saying, bro. Like, bro, what if we do? This is the thing. What if we do for an upgrade, a update, and this is what they trying to update us with? You see what I'm saying? Something that can actually collect your data, collect your blood pressure. If you put in any kind of unknown chemicals in your body, quote THC, motherfucker, coke, crack, pills, whatever, we can sense that shit. You know what I mean? When your body temperature starts to fluctuate, we can sense that shit. You know what I mean? We got a forever power source right now, and all this data is being collected on a storage drive that we got here. And we can wirelessly communicate with this motherfucker.
You see that computer screen under B after drug delivery? What's the next thing? Cancer
Mm-hmm.
detection and diagnosis. But they got
Yep.
it set up like a computer monitor.
Damn, B, how did you see? I didn't even put my glasses on. Where the fuck my glasses at? Hold on, B, I'll be right back.
Right. Osmosis. Look that word up. Give you a different understanding of Osmosis Jones. And again, we talking about the shit they done showed us in the movie. Yeah, the second, the under B,
Yeah, I
after
figured.
B, yeah, they got drug delivery. Okay, they got the symbol, drug delivery. They got the little medicine bottle and the two capsules.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer detection and diagnosis. Why is that a monitor? Like I said, where is this vital, your vitals, where is that information being stored? Those that use Fitbit and keep track of your steps daily and all that good shit. Yeah, where is that data being stored? Because they just showed me a computer monitor right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand symbolism.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Nine Osmosis Jones, bro. They better go watch that movie, bro, and see how Osmosis Jones was moving around in that body and stuff. That's what it is. I think Osmosis Jones was a white blood cell, if I'm not mistaken. Mm. Man, that joint look like a damn fish for real, bro. Look at that shit. It's pretty dope though. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty dope that they can make something this small that can do all that shit. I ain't even gonna lie. That's pretty dope. But it's not benefiting nobody. It's not beneficial. So shit.
Not beneficial to the masses.
Right.
But you can best believe that technology is being used for somebody's benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Either by injection, inhalation, or even through the gut. Now, they can be programmed to achieve certain effects. This can be on organs, on tissues, or even specific cells. So for drug delivery, for altering gene expression, they have to be driven or powered by some kind of external energy source. This can be body heat, it can be UV light, but a lot of the research is looking
Pause
at
that right quick.
external
Pause that.
magnet.
Pause that. Pause that. Pause it. Uh, no, go back. Go back. One diagram. No, you went back to that right there. It says chemical propulsion, magnetic actuation, acoustic propulsion.
Mm.
Now, again, I'm gonna keep saying this shit. What if the frequency in which this music that we listen to is being recorded in such a manner to activate the nanotech that's already inside of us, specifically as a group?
I get it. The acoustic propulsion when you hear,
Propulsion.
yeah, when you hear that shit, it's supposed to send that shit and make it start active, make it active. And the more active it is, the more violent you will be. I get it.
You it's up to you, legit. Like some people do it for, like if you eat at 8 a.m., this is just example. If you eat at 8 a.m., some people will fast and not eat till 5, giving that morning meal time to completely digest. So by the time you eat again, the body will be ready to break down that instead of having to overwork itself trying to digest the previous meal with the addition of other food added on top of it. But that's up to that. All a personal choice. You know what I'm saying? From a religious standpoint, the Muslims they do their Ramadan fast every year for 30 days, meaning they don't eat from sunlight hours to the sun go down. They don't eat or drink. They'll have a meal in the morning before the sun come up, go all day till the sun set, and then they'll eat again. But yeah, Naeem, that is what's happening. That's what I'm saying. Acoustic propulsion. You see the sound waves, these magnetically actuated helical swimmers, ultrasound powered nanowire motors. And it's giving you all the different ways that this thing can be activated chemically, magnetically, and acoustically. And acoustic is the key for us. Because again, everybody listening to rap, but ain't nobody acting out like us.
Hmm.
I'm yet to see a white boy go to the cemetery and try to dig up a grave.
Right.
Eminem ain't even do that with his retarded ass.
Yeah. Right.
He ain't even do that. And again, his producer is one of the quote unquote founders and fathers of gangster rap, but the father could not make the son act out in the ways that his kinsmen have acted out. Talk back to me, man.
Hmm. Hey, bro. Ain't lying. Ain't lying. Only, only in our motherfucking culture, bro. We will find this as being there means something we need to praise.
And again, could it be that again we have the nano tech already inside, been ingesting it now.
Hmm. Been
And
been
so
in.
when the music come on, you talking about an upgrade. When the music come on, now, yeah, bro, because gangster rap been around. My generation it wasn't that gangster. Not like this generation.
Nah.
There's some other shit going on here.
That's what I was telling Theo. Like, bro, Theo, bro. I don't even know where this sense of shooting came from, bro. Back in the day, bro, we was fighting more than anything. Like, we were fighting.
So what? So what if the nanotech for us? Because again, all these studies, demographics, and all this shit, you think they ain't compiling all that shit into one big body of information about us? So what if the food that's sold in our areas have technology in it that once activated through music or movie, but music primarily, once activated, it produces the disregard for life.
Hmm. Real talk.
You eating artificial food. You ain't had a home cooked meal. Exactly.
They ain't had no home cooked meal in a long time.
So you ain't even getting the human love or the transference of energy through touch. Because touch is a way to transfer energy. That's why you can't shake everybody's hand.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now, if you know that, Naeem, if you know that, you mean to tell me that the producers and distributors of this music don't know that? In conjunction with knowing that we already got nanotech inside via the food? Come on, man.
Hmm.
1 + 1 still equal 2 in my world.
Right. I don't know about Terrence Howard with the 1 + 1 and 3 and all this other crazy shit. And in my book, you got this, and then you got that, and that equals this, and that's two. Because you can't have this without that. So,
Acoustic propulsion. Mm.
and it says biological propulsion on there on the last one.
Right.
So I want to know what's the for the biological side, like what are we looking for? Like what is it
Shit,
looking for?
bio is air. Bio is anything pertaining to life.
So,
Biology, the study of life sciences. That's what
mm,
biology is. So bio could be the air. Again, what are the chemtrails being sprayed over the hood?
right. Dang. Oh, they covered all bases.
That's why I
They
said
covered
they
all
hitting us
bases.
everywhere. That's why I said they hitting us everywhere but under the foot.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
For altering gene expression, they have to be driven or powered by some kind of external energy source. This can be body heat, it can be UV light, but a lot of the research is looking at external magnetic fields to power these things. And they can be used as what are called biosensors, so they can receive information from external sources or from internal sources, and then they can transmit that information. Think of it a
And
little bit like a chip or like a tiny.
Oh yeah, run that back. Hold on. Listen to that. Listen to that.
Fields to power these things. And they can be used as what are called biosensors, so they can receive information from external sources or from internal sources, and then they can transmit that information. Think of it a little bit like a chip or like a tiny Wi-Fi router, which is in the cells, and it can literally absorb radiation and transmit information to external sources as well. And on this topic,
a
you can see
Wi-Fi
from this
router.
paper, these
Damn.
research
Bruh said a Wi-Fi router. So that means we already know what how Wi-Fi routers is. They done tapped into Wi-Fi routers and can see through your walls and your house and all that shit. So just imagine, motherfucker, if that's a Wi-Fi router, then what they tapping into? They might be tapping into your eyes. It might be tapping into your brain thoughts, your your certain kind of patterns and what you doing and shit, bro. Like now this is a router and it's transmitting
Hmm.
shit. And then if there's a Wi-Fi router, now if you gang, there's a Wi-Fi router, right? And say I got a Neuralink, right? And I know you got these certain kind of nano chips in you. Can I tap into that? Wouldn't I be able to tap into that?
Any other device hooked up to Wi-Fi can be hacked. Any device hooked up to Wi-Fi can be hacked. We've already seen the CrowdStrike, the MGM hack. I mean, we just go on and on. Cat William told us in that Shay Shay interview, he said, "What? All this shit is hooked up on regular Wi-Fi."
Real talk.
Researchers recently developed a remote controlled probe which was able to target specific cells. And it just so happens that graphene oxide.
Well, what specific cells though? Because we ain't
Because,
gonna just blow past
because
that.
not just that, because if you study science or if you into this kind of shit, you've heard the term the God gene.
Right.
You can see from this paper, these researchers recently developed a remote controlled probe which was able to target specific cells. And it just so happens that graphene oxide is one of the key materials that they use for these nano-type robots. The field of research is more widely known as nanorobotics. It forms the basis of what is now called the Internet of Bio-Nano Things. You think of this as essentially a form of transhumanism. The Internet of Bio-Nano Things is envisioned to be a heterogeneous network of nanoscale and biological devices, so-called bio-nano things, communicating via non-conventional means. So this is molecular communications in non-conventional environments, e.g. inside the human body. The main objective of this emerging networking framework is to enable direct and seamless interaction with biological systems for accurate sensing and control of their dynamics in real time. That means using nanorobots to control living systems, i.e. the human body. Okay.
I didn't say it. I don't think you said that either, Chop. I think that good gentleman on the screen said that.
Oh, hey, bro.
I
Hey,
didn't say it. I didn't say it, and you didn't say it. I think that good gentleman on the screen said
just
that.
mm, mm, mm. Man, hey, I'm gonna need y'all today for y'all homework. Just go pick up the Bible and just start reading, bruh. Start reading, bruh. Cause what they got in store for us, man. Oh, let me run that back.
Only the Most High has the power to override this type of dealing,
Hmm.
this type of enemy, this type of invasion. Again, ain't nothing new under the sun.
I gotta run that back for one more time.
The objective of this emerging networking framework is to enable direct and seamless interaction with biological systems for accurate sensing and control of their dynamics in real time. That means using nanorobots to control living systems, i.e. the human body. Okay. Of course, this new frontier of technology has been framed as a medical breakthrough which will revolutionize treatment of chronic disease. However, it's important to realize that this hasn't just garnered interest from within the medical field. In fact, the key players who are funding this research include the likes of DARPA and other military intelligence agencies.
Mm.
And And when you hear what
Mm,
they want to
mm.
use it for,
Now, DARPA is where you got the internet.
We.
Say, man.
Hold on.
military intelligence agencies. And when you hear what they garnered interest from within the medical field. In fact, the key players who are funding this research include the likes of DARPA and other military intelligence agencies.
CIA, FBI,
we,
NSA.
we, yeah, we ain't even got we ain't even gotta say it. We already know. Hey, the first remember on the last live, bro. I said, bro, the only thing that's stopping the robot dogs from looking like they do now to looking like the ones in Code 8 is that they don't have no government funded program. If they have a government funded program behind them, we'll be looking at Code 8 dogs.
Hmm.
Man. So you ask yourself, why would these people be interested in nanoparticles and nanochips and all that stuff?
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's about the size of it right there, man. That's about the size of it right there.
Hey, what more can you say?
See, ain't nothing. What's understood ain't got to be explained. That's what they used to tell me.
And I ain't the one to say he said it.
And what he said it came from a medical paper. This is not, Jim Bob conspiracy theory on YouTube. He's citing academic sources since that's the age that we in. Receipts and all that good shit. There you go. There you go.
Did y'all see that, bro? Let's go back to that microchip. Where that joint at? There you go. Now, now, my question, right? My question: Can is this the reason why people like with sickle cell and stuff like that has that kind of reaction? Because they say that like when they feel that shit, it feels like it's glass in their veins.
Mm, 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 mm.
I'm just quoting what everybody who has sickle cell said. Feels like glass particles going through their shit.
Man, so,
I just like when I seen it the first time, I wondered that because Naeem said that mitochondria thing, and then when you started talking about how it duplicates, we could be seeing duplications of this.
right.
Mm,
Man.
this is good, you heard.
Hey, man. Hey, all I can say is God is awesome, man. Because again, who would have thought that the hood, quote unquote, nigga would be on some shit like this? And what's the odds? What are the odds of this kind of conversation being had by brothers that come from the backgrounds me and you come from, Chop.
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody that don't believe it's a God, you listening to the proof right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Because I promise you, we can go from every hood from the East Coast to the West, and I bet you won't find five having this conversation
Hmm. Not like
amongst
this.
themselves. No, no,
These
so, yeah,
motherfuckers out here talking about how we indigenous to the land and we was here first and yeah, all right, I get all that. But what that gotta do with these nanos being produced is we fixing that situation with the power that we getting to understand that this land was here, we was already here. Are we using that to stop these motherfuckers from nano chipping us?
man, say, man. So yeah, I'm just thankful, man, to have open eyes
Right,
and to have the humility of spirit to keep learning in life, to
right.
keep researching, to keep trying to better self because I don't get a dollar for this information. I'm just saying on a personal side, things I study and into, that shit don't bring me no money,
Hmm.
but it bring me wealth.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like so, yeah. Like this, yeah. Basically, this kind of wraps it up for real. Like, ain't nothing more to be said. We just said basically everything. Like, if you can't grasp a concept that you already chipped and that you need to start fasting and figuring out, I mean, what's next with these chips and what you gonna do to counteract this shit, man. Hey, I don't know what to tell you. When they start controlling your ass, when they start controlling your ass, and like B, remember we was telling, oh, you can skip probation if you want to. What happens when I shut your fucking body down and then I come pick your ass up and take you there? You
Right.
going on the run, huh?
Right. Again, because the man already told us it can send and receive, transmit a signal.
Here we go, right here. Then we gonna play this. We'll play this back for him.
Internet of bio-nano things. You think of this as essentially a form of transhumanism. The Internet of bio-nano things is envisioned to be a heterogeneous network of nanoscale and biological devices, so-called bio-nano things, communicating via non-conventional means. So this is molecular communications in non-conventional environments, e.g. inside the human body. The main objective of this emerging networking framework is to enable direct and seamless interaction with biological systems for accurate sensing and control of their dynamics in real time. That means using nano robots to control living systems, i.e., the human body.
And I'm done. I'm done. you got
Right.
anything else you need to say, B, before we
Now,
end this?
bro. Now, bro. This is a great show. Uh, we covered a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's it's a testament to the fact that whatever life we may be living, whatever imperfections we may have, God is in the midst, bro, because it was never meant for us to be on this kind of time. It
Mm-hmm.
was never, come on, bro, on a Thursday, we up here talking about nanotech, two quote unquote niggas.
Hmm.
Come on, man. That boy they do that at.
Real talk. We could have been talking about a whole bunch of gang shit right now.
Like the average one of us is on YouTube. It's either gang shit, celebrity shit, dead rapper shit, trending shit, nothing with past the surface. So
and
that's all I got to say, man. Yeah,
and
I'm just I'm in a state of gratitude, bro, on some real shit.
nah, for real. I appreciate you, B. Like I said, bro. Like I appreciate you, and I understood. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, yeah, that's why I just went ahead and
Mm-hmm.
you see how it turned out. You see how it turned
Yep.
out, bro. Ain't miss no beats. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just how I'm gonna close this out because B said we need to introduce this topic every time. This how I'm gonna close this out. So if your ass, if your ass with this fucking with this pay system that y'all got, yeah, I mean, because we know that a lot of y'all is in the upper poor to the broke. It's only a certain class that's still surviving. I'm gonna say with this right here, y'all don't have time to be fucking around, bullshitting around, buying Birkin bags and what's that Oculuses and fucking Balenciaga shoes and all that fucking frivolous shit. Y'all don't need with this income right here. Yeah, y'all don't need to be doing that. What y'all need to be doing is worry about how you can make this turn into to actually surviving.
Hmm.
Because from the numbers and the statistics, y'all not surviving.
Hmm.
That's how I'm ending it. We catch
Already,
up.
man.
Yeah, we
To the
catch
next one,
up on the
man.
next one.
All right, bro.
Nanobots.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where tiny machines can cure cancer. Yes, I am talking about nanobots. And these nanobots has the potential to change your life. It can cure any diseases. Or it can make you a superhuman. But with great power comes great responsibility. And we cannot deny that it can be misused. What if they malfunction or hacked? Or used as a weapon? But we must balance them with the risks. As we explore this world of nanobot technology, we must constantly evaluate its impact on society. Only then can we fully unlock the potential of nanobots.